Welcome back, everybody, to episode 2 of Timeless Adventures. Let's take a quick tour around and see what you missed since the last episode, all right? So over here, we've decided we're going to work on a bit of a pathway. We got road under construction, which signs kind of indicate that we're going to be building paths. We're going to be using path blocks, so I'm going to be just, flattening down all this grass. That's a really bad storage that I made. It's all right on the outside. Inside, I was not really thinking. It was like 1 a.m. and I didn't really think the interior through that well. But the main point is that we have a way to store stuff. I may take it down, change it, do something else with it. But in the meantime, it's there. We have a communal storage room. In the meantime, in case we don't have enough in our respective houses, we got something to share. We have ourselves. This is going to be path. So I got to lay this down once I'm done building my house, at least the exterior of it. And then Joker has done a very good job with his starter base. He's got himself a very nice. He calls it a barn, which it's got a barn look to it. But he did some exploring. We got some cocoa farm. I actually might have to take some of that because I think I need some brown dye. So we'll just we'll snip a bit of that real quick. Okay, I think that should be enough. Let's get out of here in case he decides to show up. I left him a little treat because we've been running out here not well protected. We have iron armor, and of course we have our golden crowns because, I mean, why not? They look great. But I left a shield for him, and it's been a few days, and he hasn't been on. When he does show up, he's got himself a nice shield, so he's got a little bit of extra protection. But anyway, back to the path. Okay, so we're going to work on the path, and I was going to have it go over here. But as I said before, Joker did a bit of exploring, so he brought back some non-indigenous species to these lands, and decided to let it grow all over this place, which is good. It's a nice switch out with the birch. I'm not a fan of birch. As I think we mentioned last episode. But we got the nice spruce, that's a good color. And then we got the jungle, which is not too good for building in my opinion. However, there's a little change. There's a change to the texture. So the once it's become planks and fencing and all that stuff, it's actually got a nice green color to it. So that's something to think about for future builds. But anyway, we have all tree variants, so that is going to be nice. Let's get back to the path. I'm just gonna have the path veer off there, but he's got the tree farm, so we're gonna have it go off here, over to the west, which is in the general direction of our first mushroom island. For those that don't remember, we are using the seed from Seed Showcase 6. Take a look right over there if you want to see my little tour and overview of that seed. But enough catching up. Let's go ahead and get back into the main thing about today's episode, and that is my not so clock house. But I had a picture that I was looking at to try to base my idea off of, and it's very different because I didn't think that it would actually be a practical house to live in if I did it exactly like the picture said. As a decoration, if it's just something to kind of look at, if I just want to build like a giant clock, then the image that I was kind of, going off of would be perfect. But as a house, I don't think it made much sense, but I'm going to try and make it clock-ish. We're going to have, it's going to end up being kind of like a clock tower up there. But you'll see. So we have 3 layers right now. Let me turn around real quick for you. So we have 3 layers. Okay, so we have every layer ends with that. It's not stone brick, believe it or not. It's take a look here. Polished andesite stairs and andesite bricks. That's a little change that we have here. The polished andesite and polished diorite becomes bricks, and for some reason granite doesn't. But that's okay. But anyway, everywhere you see the polished andesite bricks is where the module ends. So we have 3 modules. Each module is a separate room serving a different purpose. We'll get into that later. And then you see I got a bit of a 4th one going. Now that 4th one is actually going to be the top clock piece. I got a bit of a general idea in my head. I'm gonna have to open up Plotz Modeler. For those who don't know, check out Plotz Modeler down in the description if you like to build perfect circles, ellipses, all sorts of different like complicated like ovals and spheres and solid spheres, empty circles, all that stuff. Plotz Modeler will show you exactly how to do that. They provide 3D and 2D blueprints for how to put that together layer by layer. It's an amazing tool and it's free to use. So for those that like to build circles, I would highly recommend it. But I'm going to be using Plotz Modeler to try to just put a circle right there. And then we'll put like a bit of an arch. We'll fill it in with like an arch using wood. And the clock piece will be made out of the stone brick, I think. But we'll see how it turns out. All right, let's get back to work on it. Okay, team, help me out here. So I think I know I just said that I was going to use the polished andesite bricks, but when it comes to a clock, like this would be like the background of the clock. So then on top of these is where I would put in like the numbers. Like, you know, obviously we're not going to have numbers. My idea of putting in numbers is literally making those 128 by 128 pixel art maps. And we just don't have the bandwidth to do something like that right now. So I would be using like black wool, just a couple bits of black wool as the numbers. So this would be the background. Now I think it makes more sense to use regular andesite because it is a bit smoother. I think we're gonna go with that. It's either that or wool, and I don't want to have to go through all the process of waiting for large amounts of wool. Actually, you know what? It's not that hard. Maybe I will use wool. Okay, I'll be right back. Can't believe I completely forgot the Joker. I just showed you a tour of his place, and you could see that there was a sheep farm over there. So, and they're all white, so it's perfect. That would be a perfect background for the clock. Okay, let's just get up over here real quick and shear some sheep. And trim here, trim there. Every sheep is sheared. Okay, so let's 25. I might be here for a while, and they seem to be confused. I'm not sure why, but they really like being over in this area. Let's see if I can lure them out real quick. There we go. And I'm going to do him a favor, and I'm going to give him a couple more sheep. And I say I'm doing him a favor. I'm doing myself a favor because I need more wool production at a quicker rate. Let me shear you real quick. So I'm going to breed some of them, and then I'm going to use some of the remaining wheat to force grow these children. He's going to be so confused. He's going to come over here and like, why do I have so many sheep? Okay, so I may actually be here for a while because I just looked up my circle on Plotz Modeler, and counting every single block required to make a perfect 15 by 15 circle, I'm going to need about 180 pieces of wool. So yeah, we're about a third of the way there. So I guess this is how I'm going to spend a lot of my free time, just kind of shearing sheep. We'll be back when I have all the wool though. Ah, a random sheep. You must join the horde. Come here, follow me. There you go. You're going to be one of us. In you go. All right, come on you. There you go. Okay. I realize I'm going to use his entire shear and or use up all the durability, and I've used up most of his wheat. So I'm going to just come over to the farm real quick while they're growing back their fur and their hair, and I'm just going to go get some replacement parts, you know, just as a courtesy. Oh, would you look at that? Our junk chest and our dirt hut has a bit of wool. Perfect. We don't need gunpowder. And I'll get rid of some junk here. We'll just put the seeds in here. Okay, perfect. I'm really used to playing with Elytra because all I seem to be doing most of this time is just running back and forth. There's so much in between running. It's like I really play like I always have Elytra. I keep everything far apart. And where am I going? I keep everything so far apart. So I really need Elytra. This is the process. So I'm almost done, and I was right there trying to get them over to this grass. I'm not sure what's going on now. It looks like they're all Like, obviously they're lagging, but like it kind of looks like some weird like seance or something is going on. These sheep can see a different reality than we can. Just another bug in the Bedrock edition on Realms. This has happened more than once, actually. You saw this when I was trying to kill a sheep in episode 1. Something just like this happened, and it seems to be a common thing in Realms. For those playing on Realms, let me know if you're having any of these issues, and let's make sure that we get this reported to Mojang and upvote it so it can be fixed. Okay, I got the wool finally. Let me shear some of them. But it's still, I don't know, I may have to reload. I don't want to have to. How did you eat the grass? What? Hello? Where's he looking off to? Let's see what's up there. Who's up there? Oh, okay, let's get out of here. We got what we needed. I'm out. Okay, now that ordeal's done, we have all of the wool that we need. And so instead of using, I know I said smooth andesite, and we're going to use wool instead, but we're still going to have a trim around the clock. So we're going to be putting some of this around just to match with the current palette that we have. I'm going to make a circle up there, and we're going to fill it in, have a trim of this right here, and then we'll see how that looks when we're done with that. Man, this is my first time building a circle from the bottom up. I have never done it like this before. It's so weird to look at, but we're getting there. We're getting there, and I think it's gonna look pretty good when we're done. All right, the circle's done. Let's take a jump down here. I really wish I had elytra so I could fly around. Okay, it's a little weird right now because we don't have the little small bits of black wool to kind of mark out the numbers, but that's okay. And yeah, okay, this isn't too bad. I kind of ended up making like a really like generic grandfather clock kind of, didn't I? If I had like a pendulum hanging from the middle, you would and put glass in the sides, you would probably think this is a grandfather clock. Yeah, very simple. Okay, well, let's finish it up. And it's times like these where I really wish that Bedrock had the function of the camera account, so I could just kind of have like a separate account that kind of looks at this from a distance, so I can actually get a better angle without having to jump off over the edge every single time to try to get a better view of the build. Okay, that's not looking too bad now. Now that we have a bit of a curvature, I wanted to have a bit of an arch in there, so I think that's almost done actually. Maybe I wanted to try to get some stairs and slabs and kind of sharpen those curves a bit more, but that's actually not looking too bad. So I think we'll stick with this. This sparks joy. All right, team. I think this will be the. I think I got it. So this will be the. I hope this will be the last leap of faith that I'll have to take. Somehow I made it a little uneven. So now we just kind of decide. Left side or right side? Which one should we keep? We'll keep the right side. Okay, back up there again. And leap of faith. There we go. Oh, just barely. I ended up doing the same thing again. Okay, I want to change the one on the right. Maybe not. Well, I don't have to do it again. Oh, leap of faith did not work out well for me this time. And I almost thought I finally got it, and then it looked right there at the very top. That's supposed to be a stair and not a slab. Oh, okay. Okay, let's just do this one more time. Come on, team. Okay, I think this is even. Yes? Uh-huh. Good. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay, it's even. And it's actually not that bad. It's pretty good. Okay. Now by itself, just this thing, you can make a little house with just that on the very front. And I'm actually going to put a bit of a ledge right there at the 6. Maybe in the middle, actually. That's where I'm going to come out. And there's going to be a landing pad for when we become flight capable. If we don't migrate by then, I'm going to have a pad. And even if we do migrate, you know, it's always good to come back just to check out things. You know, we'll do like some sort of tour or something at some point. Who knows? just to take a look at, you know, compare what we were building previously. I'll have a bit of a ledge right there, a landing pad. We'll just fly in and out through the top, right where right at that center point, right there. That's perfect. So now we have to get some black wool, and just we're not going to make out numbers. That's that we don't have enough space for that. So we're just going to put like a dot here, and then like dot here, 1, 2, 3. I think it will be easier if we just do 12, 3, 6, and 9, and then add in those the other 8 digits. And then we still have to do the back. That seems to be a recurring issue, is the backs don't get filled in. But we'll get to the back. I promise you, we'll get to the back soon, because I want to live in here. I'm tired of sleeping outside and over in that dirt hut. So we need to get this filled in. We need to get some walls. We need to get some glass, and then we can work on the interior. And speaking of glass, well, behind the scenes, while we were doing all of this building and planning and strategizing and all that, we had this auto smelter going on in the background. I bet you didn't know that was happening. So we have this basic hop chests in the hoppers into the furnaces, the output into a chest together, and you know, on the topic of glass, now I think this should be enough glass. I really hope it's enough, because well, the closest beach is like about 1,000 blocks over that way, and I spent a lot of time gathering, where is it? Gathering a bunch of sand right here. Went through like 2 shovels maybe, making sure that I had enough. You know, actually, let's go ahead and slap some more in here. Okay, there we go. I'm a little more comfortable. I always want to make sure I have more resources than I actually need. I hate running out, you know, partway through a build. That's a little bit of planning issues on my part. But here we go. We have the glass. We have the rest of the resource, so we can get a little bit of this done right now. Okay, so if we ignore the fact that I miscalculated where I should build this, it should be a few blocks over this way, but that's okay. We'll just terraform. We'll take care of that. We'll remove this grass. We'll fill this in a bit just to kind of even it out, and then we'll take some more grass. Probably have to flatten some mountain over there, and then we'll just do a little bit more terraforming right here. I may make this more of a perfect circle using Plotz modeler again, of course, but other than that, let's get a close-up. Like, from a distance, it's not that bad. I think it's pretty good so far. And then I'm thinking something to do with these trapdoors. I wish we could place trapdoors sideways when we place them up against walls. So then this, oh, I guess this doesn't have a handle because of the texture. Okay, that works. Never mind. Well, in the vanilla texture, you know what I'm talking about. There's a handle on one side, and I don't want it on top or bottom. I would want it on the inside or outside. But with this texture pack, I don't think we have to worry. So let's get these other trapdoors in. Uh-oh. There we go. See, it's perfectly even all the way through. Perfect. All right, let's get one more good look at this. I don't know. I think repeating this up may not be so good. Maybe. It looks like it's a bunch of eyes looking at you. I don't know. Tell me what you think, everyone. We'll see what we can do about the trapdoors. We've got to have something. Maybe use a different type of trapdoor. I know we got some spruce wood now. Maybe I'll use some of that. And then also this. I'm terrible at making like arches on top of doors. I can never figure it out. I'm not much of an advanced builder, as you may have noticed when I put that thing together over there. But this isn't too bad. I think repeating this up, this could look maybe like I don't know if you could picture this, but like picture these. All of these stacked up, all 3 layers. It kind of looks like buttons, and then it looks like the clock has a bit of like a jacket on or something. I don't know. Tell me what you think about these trapdoors down below in the comments, and see what we can do with that, and maybe something right here. Maybe like a stone block I'll put here or something. We'll figure it out. And then I gotta get a pressure plate in here. I gotta get the rest of these walls put in. All right, and all right, cool. So now we have the walls, the back wall, the side walls in. And I'll figure out what kind of window we're going to put in some point soon. I just want to get this box, and I want to get some lighting in here all set up. Put a few lanterns here and there. We're going to use slabs for the floor. We're going to get some of that going right here. just run across like that. And we'll just repeat this process up. And then the very top might be absolutely no windows because that's going to be the storage room. The sides right there will probably have some like all glass on those sides. Okay. And then this second one will probably have like a front thing of glass as well, just so that way I can kind of overlook things. Whatever level I'm at, I need to be able to see out and see what's going on at somewhere in the build. But that's going to be all the time that we have for today, everyone. Thank you all again so much for watching. This was episode 2 of Timeless Adventures. Stick around. In upcoming episodes, we got some more adventures coming along. Of course, Joker's going to be in the upcoming episodes as well. We got a few different things planned for the next episode. We're going to have this finished by the time that we get back, and then we'll discuss maybe some details that maybe some of you could help me out with. But other than that, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and slap that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future content and if you want to see more Let's Play episodes. So until then, you all take care, have an amazing day, and we will see you we will see you in the next episode.